Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah. Like today is gonna be a day. I hope everyone can hear me alright. Why won't even let me do that? Welcome in, guys. If you're just joining, I'm trying to share all this to the current platforms. Make sure everyone is weather aware here. As storms develop, several tornado warnings. Post. Make sure I share this to the old Snapchat. Welcome in if you guys are just joining. I am just currently trying to share all this to the right platforms here. Live storm coverage. Actually, I wonder if I could do it like this. Abandon, share, copy link, and then we'll take a picture. And then we will add the link to it. I wonder if I will. Join me live. I'll just do a bunch of arrows for shits and giggles. Because I'm corny like that. And then just gotta share us to Facebook, and then we're good to go, guys. We'll get right into it because there is 3 tornado warnings right now on 2 storms, and this whole line looks to absolutely explode in the next hour. So just give me one moment. Let me share this to my Facebook profile, and we'll get right on to it. Live storm coverage. Covering live storm coverage. Yes, tonight's storms. Alright. That should be shared. Heck yeah. Alright, now we'll get into this. Alright, now we're rocking and rolling. Let's cook with some gas here. I wonder if my Snapchat will attract more people with that or less people, or I'm not really sure, but we'll find out. So, welcome in. Hope you guys are having a fabulous night. We got several tornado warnings right now just on the Minnesota-Iowa border. '74, '71, '79, '79, '86, right on that warm front right there. Severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Woods County in Iowa. Alright, I'll take it out of here and put it in this one panel and kind of give you the overall spread here. Alright, so the original tornado threat was right here, this 2% area, but as you can see, these storms have pushed off more to the southeast. But again, several tornado warnings on these clusters, but I do think the tornado threat will be short-lived as this whole blob absolutely comes together and explodes in the next hour or two. So this is just tracking in the kind of same area as that previous storm is this morning. As you can see here, these complex storms just absolutely explodes. So welcome in. General rain right now over Litchfield. Some stronger storms down towards Hutch, which will be here in the next, let's see here, 7:45, 8 o'clock. So yeah, this model, the models I was looking at were a couple hours later than this one. So I guess storms are firing early today. There, I was hoping you can hear it all right. Whoever's in here, appreciate it. Let me know how the audio is. That would be much appreciated. Always ask about that. I need to leave the settings alone on this thing and just be like, all right, audio sounds great, and I'll leave it. So, yeah, just a couple tornado warnings right now. These will be moving north towards the Waseca and Owatonna area, but like I said, I do believe this whole blob will just continue into a line in the next hour or two. But there was a confirmed tornado a little bit ago near Forest City. Pretty sure that's where that is at down there. Yeah, near Forest City, but this is just rain, but it doesn't show the tornado report down here. But on my phone, it shows a tornado at 6:50. So there was an observed one. That's what made me right away. I was like, holy smokes, I need to go live. While I got the windows open, you can just hear the people just flying by on the bikes. Little do they know what's coming. So real quick, I do want to hop over to Pivotal Weather here. You can see my thumbnail I made there. So get into Pivotal. I want to see what the future radar model is looking like here. Alright, fuck that model for right now. They just issued a tornado warning for Winnebago just south of me. So right now, how I would put this sucker would definitely be rain wrapped, 100%. Yep, so pretty good radar indication right here. These two blob. This one was for Winnebago and Delavan. Expires in 50 minutes. So, a line of severe thunderstorms capable of producing tornado was located 7 miles south of Winnebago or 14 miles east of Fairmont, moving northeast at 15 miles an hour. Super slow as they're set up right on that warm front axis. So, 13 miles. So they would be talking about this blob right here, this rotation right here. So as you can see, just outside of Blue Earth, that whole blob here on the left-hand side, this is the reflectivity, what you just normally see on radar. And then the right-hand side is the velocity, where I can see it, you can see it. If you know how to read it, that's where you would look for tornadoes. Rotation would be, and sometimes hail cores. So how I would put this is if there would be a tornado on the ground at all between Winnebago and Blue Earth, this sucker would be rain wrapped. Just how everything is congealed on radar. So southbound and down west, that a boy. Hey, send me some stuff. I'll put you on the live. That's what I was like. I'm not going storm chasing. I was like, I'll go YouTube because I know Wes is going out. He'll send me some stuff. So But yeah, again, I really think this one might be rain wrapped, just northeast. Oh Jesus, northwest of Blue Earth. But that's where the rotation would be, just along I-90. Is it? That's not I-90. It is I-90. Just along I-90, guys. Need to get my highways together here. But yeah, just north of I-90, between Grandata and Blue Earth. That is what is the newest tornado warning. So as you can see here, this tornado warning was for Frost. As you can see, it's a little bit behind it, but that rotation is just between Frost and Brush Creek. And then you cannot see this Buffalo Center and Thompson rotation just because of this kind of gutter here from the Chanhassen radar. But yeah, I would definitely be keeping an eye on this one. It's moving northeast at 15 miles an hour. So if you're in the path of Easton, Minnesota Lake, New Richland, I would be definitely concerned. What is going on here? I would keep an eye on this one too. Anything that moves ahead of this line right here and kind of, is discrete, it's away from this cluster, I would keep an eye on it. So you have these two colors right here in Pemberton and Waldorf. So green, and you can't tell if it's red, but it's a little bit lighter, right? So it's just broad rotation right in here. So if anyone's got eyes on that one, that storm's just brewing between Waldorf and Mapleton. That could have some broad rotation on it. It's ahead of this line. But yeah, as of right now, this is the main area of concern between Blue Earth and Fairmont, moving northeast at 15 miles an hour, excuse me. So that, in my opinion, is the greatest tornado threat right now, is the southern part of Minnesota and northern Iowa. So hope you guys can hear me okay. Hope the audio is alright. I think I sound alright. Normally you get on YouTube and you're like, God, this guy sounds like shit. So we'll get right on this sucker right here. But that's where I would be at. Just coming in off of Winnebago. What is that? The old 169 southbound. That's where I would be coming in. So again, rain wrapped. This cluster of storms will continue to absolutely dominate this area. So if you guys don't know, as soon as they go linear, aka in a line, Gainesville, and I'd be looking. Actually, that's a good idea. I'm going to go message some coworkers, tell them to look up on the old camera. Look on the camera. Look towards Pemberton. Garrett, if you're watching this by chance, go look on the camera and point that sucker towards Pemberton. When you got time. Because I guarantee you there is a wall cloud on that. Guarantee it. Yeah, if I was out storm chasing right now, I'd be going after that storm in Pemberton right now. Just keeping an eye on it. But yeah, if you're watching from the Mankato area, we're definitely gonna get smoked from this main line right here. 3/4 inch hail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts. So this, like I said, the most southerly part of Minnesota is under the threat, just because if you look at this here, look at Hutchinson area, Litchfield, 74 degrees, and then you come down to Clark's Grove, Albert Lee area, 81, and then still 71 degree dew point in Litchfield and Hutch area, but we got 75 down here. But we're right on that warm front gradient. So if you look at these wind barbs, they go directly from the south, and then you can see right over here they switch to the easterlies. So wherever that meets up, that is where the warm front is. Or basically you can look at 88 degrees, 77 degrees, 77 degrees. So somewhere in here is the warm front. So I would more or less put it this way, because the mesoscale discussion, which is this blue box right here, the Storm Prediction Center has issued that for a cluster of storms. So let's see here, 40% for a probable watch, which would be probably a severe thunderstorm watch. Occasional intensifying supercell structures posing a risk of short-lived tornadoes and locally damaging wind gusts continue into the 8 to 10 p.m. time frame before diminishing. It's not clear that the super weather watch is needed, but trends will continue to be monitored for this possibility. Bam! So, I just want to get into this real quick. Weak to modest clockwise curved low-level photographs contributed to updraft rotation. Deep-level shear appears to be marginal. Supercell structures, blah 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 blah. All right, I just want to read that for my taste. There's not too much shear in today's environment. It's basically the amount of shear is the wind change in the atmosphere. So if there's a lot of shear in the atmosphere, it will make the storms more discrete, more singular, more supercellular. But in today's case, there's not a lot of shear. There's enough shear to make storms, but not enough shear to make them discrete. So that's why we get these cluster of storms instead of the discrete mode. So like this one out in Pemberton, it went discrete, but again, there's not enough shear in the atmosphere to make that sucker continue to be discrete, if you kind of catch my drift. I'll have eyes in Pemberton in like 10 minutes. All right, but like I said, that one's kind of being a little finicky. I don't know. That one, like I said, it's out in front of it. I would keep an eye on it. Come on, give me an update here. 7:30. Yeah, give me an update. It's been 5 minutes on that one. Sometimes velocity lags a little bit on radar scope. Sounds great, Wes. Appreciate that. All right. Well, yeah, you can see that big blob of rotation right there. If this thing would update, I don't understand what's this thing's problem. Sometimes you have to hit play. Oh, yeah, look at that. Bam. All right. Now, Wes, go to Devlon. Holy shit, he was dying. He was dying for a second, but still a little bit of rotation on that. Wes, you could place yourself up right in between them. Trying to get yourself in good position. If the Pemberton one dies, you can just dip south or wait for that one in Devlin. But that one's got a pretty good area of rotation on it. But again, I really think this whole line will continue to absolutely explode. Real quick, since we got the time, I want to hop over to Pivotal, hop on the old HRRR, and see what this one says. See, 8 o'clock. Shit, and they just die off. Look at that. By 10 o'clock, they're just... Ugh. I really hope this is the case, man. We got pounded this morning. 5.5 inches of rain in Janesville at work. Oh, here at the house, we got almost 3. Alright, let's see here. By midnight, nothing. Good lord. How about tomorrow morning? Is there nothing? I swear there was supposed to be a whole line. Aha, there it is. By 4 a.m. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Oh, my God. Well, there's at 7 a.m. tomorrow, guys. This thing's taking the same path as it did this morning, kind of. Yeah, there's at 6 a.m. Yeah, and that line just continues to buckle in the morning. So we'll see how true that is. Right now, tonight, in my greatest opinion, is from here all the way this way. That area is the greatest storm threat for tonight, guys, as these storms continue to convect and move off to the northeast very slowly. Again, these tornado warnings down here, if you are in Minnesota Lake or Devlin, I would be looking out, because this is a pretty good area of rotation on that. Nothing confirmed yet. But we'll keep an eye. I guarantee this frost one will never... Yeah, expires in 7 minutes. I doubt they'll reissue it unless something pops up. I don't see anything behind it. That one in front of it, though, Pemberton's kind of got a little bitty hook on it now, as you can see right here. Tiny hook. So basically, the winds, the moisture feed into the storm, and then as it goes up in the atmosphere, it rotates, and then you have the upper winds carrying the rain, and that's why you have like this part of the storm kind of, hooking out. So that's a classical little mini supercell right there. I will not doubt if that one could probably, we'll see. Could die, could just get this Minnesota Lake one could just reach up with it and then just kill it off for the tornado threat. So we'll see if this one merges up with this one, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on her. I hope the audio is okay, guys. Make sure you like, comment, share this, and if you really feel pleased with what you're watching, and if you're not already, please subscribe. It means a lot. It helps the channel out. It grows. Yeah, and if you're in the path of any of these severe storms tonight, don't be afraid to share this. We'll stay on as long as possible. Keep everyone weather aware tonight as these severe storms enter through the southern part of the state. So as you can see here, that new scan came in, and that Devon rotation kind of simmered down a little bit. So not nearly as red and green, but still an area of concern. And then with this new radar scan up here, it's kind of nothing really poking out at me on that Waldorf-Pemberton storm. But as you can see here, there's little whips on the outskirts of this. So you can see it's kind of starting to grow, or maybe turn into a cluster and join up with the main line. But man, this thing is going to be a soaker. Depending how far northeast it actually moves, man, oh man, I could see Waseca getting another 3 inches of rain, let's say. Depends how, like I said, if it moves a little bit more to the east, like if this line would more go this way, I could see Waseca just getting a little bit. Or if this one actually moves directly northeast, I could see, the Janesville, Waseca area getting smoked again. They just got smoked this morning. So we'll see which way it actually goes. But regardless, this whole line will be quite impressive. Really, truly interested to see how it all unfolds. Yeah, we got 84 degrees, and then you go up here to like Medford, 76 degrees. Mankato, 78. Probably like, damn, dude, it's humid and hot out. That's all right. You're working it, you kind of get used to it, kind of, as long as you're not doing too much physical. But it'll be great because I can hear the cracks of thunder as these storms are brewing to the south and west of me. So I just want to take in real fact here. My house is like somewhere right in here, 16 miles away, lightning bolt. And then you got this main line over here 50 miles away. But then you got this one by Medelia. So this whole storm complex, like I said, and I'll continue to say it, will continue to absolutely kaboom in the next couple hours. So they're still moving. Goodness gracious. It's going to be a long doozy. Ooh, let's look at this one. We'll just wait for the next radar scan for the velocity, I guess. But yes, Waseca, Meriden, Lemon, Otisco, New Richland, Ellendale, Blooming Prairie. Shout out to the in-laws in Hayfield and in-laws' cousins. You guys are going to get soaked again, man. It's going to storm. It is going to be bad. It'll take a while, like I said, 15 miles an hour. But, ooh, this one might got an update. Let's see here. Is it picking up speed? Kind of. 25 miles an hour now. It's gaining a little bit of speed. So this one says the main center of the storm will be in Meriden by 8:22. So in an hour, it's moving mighty slow. So we'll just take a look how much rain has already fallen after we look at this severe thunderstorm warning. That is coming right towards me. 32 miles an hour northwest of Fairmont, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Small hail. It's so small, they don't even have a size for it. That's wild. Alright. There, now it updated. I still maybe a little bit of broad rotation on that Pemberton one, but again, it is still cut off and still discrete in my opinion. Still a good tornado threat, but that Devon still it could be cycling. So if you don't know, storms love to cycle. They'll go through their little phase. They'll have like an emu phase or emo phase. They'll want to kill themselves. They'll start to die off, and then they'll come back with vengeance. That's how I view it. They'll be like, I don't want to do this no more. And then the storm will be like, I'm just going to die a little bit. And then they'll come back and be like, I'm stronger than ever. That's what's going on maybe right now. So we'll just keep an eye on the next rotation scan, and maybe the rotation will pick up a little bit on that Devlon one. But again, it is getting clustered, and there's a bunch of cool rain in there, so that tornado threat could be also diminishing as well. So we'll see what the next radar scan says. Can I look at these? Or did Wes send? Oh, Wes has got them right there. Look at that. I need to look at my Snapchat. Damn, that's a nice looking storm. Damn, we're. Alright. I'm assuming Wesley is on this Pemberton storm here. We'll blow it up a little bit. Alright, you can see a little bit of wall cloud on that. So you have the beaver's tail right here. You kind of see where my crosshairs is on that mouse. So you have the warm air ingesting into the storm, and then it's getting erected, lifted, up into the atmosphere. So there could be a tornado in in the next 5-10 minutes, wherever, depending where Wes is at. I'm assuming he's on the Pemberton one. Pemberton question mark. No, not Emperor. All right, I'm assuming that's the Pemberton one. I appreciate it, Wes. I love it. All right, we'll get right back to it. But again, potential wall cloud on that Pemberton storm. So if you're in Pemberton, Waldorf. Oh no, not Waldorf. I mean, yeah, you can maybe Waldorf, but Waseca, Wilton, Otisco, Meriden, Lemon. If you're in that area, guys, look out. There could be a possible storm. That cell is absolutely brewing, though. Again, the only thing I'd be concerned about is this cell merging in Minnesota Lake, meeting up with this one, and then cutting it all off. That's what I could see happening, but we'll see what happens. That is a nice little low and discrete cell, though, and that's how all these little previous tornado warnings all fired up. They were just small, discrete cells, but that Pemberton one is looking mighty fine. If you guys are just joining in, Wesley from work was on that Pemberton storm. It is not warned right now, but it definitely has a wall cloud on it. Good inflow. This is on the Pemberton, Minnesota, and southern Minnesota. If you guys, you need to put 2 and 2 together there. So that is right here. That is the one that Wesley is on right now. So just a little bit of rotation on it, a little bit of wall cloud. You can see right here where the green is and the red meet. That's where rotation would be. So a little bit of broad rotation right there, just west of Waldorf and south of Pemberton. Moving northeast, very slow, guys. These storms are moving 15 to 20 miles an hour in southern Minnesota. Moving very, very slow. So this tornado warning continues for the Devlon area. Ooh, look at that. They just extended this out. Someone reported a tornado. Funnel cloud trained spotter just came in right now. Several brief funnel clouds with thunderstorm just west of Devlon. So there you go, guys. A report came in, and that's how important it is to have storm spotters on the ground. Look at that. Emo phase over. She didn't want to kill herself. She's back with vengeance. Look at that. That is some killer rotation right there. So, again, trained spotters have reported a funnel cloud, a couple funnel clouds just minutes ago, and this is moving northeast towards Minnesota Lake. So, a very good area of rotation. And then, again, Wesley is on this Pemberton storm, which has also got good rotation. So this tornado warning is moving is northeast. So if you're in Waseca, Wilton, Otisco, New Richland, the Heartland area, guys, I would be looking out 100%. So don't be afraid to like this, comment if you guys can hear me okay. If you guys want specific areas of weather for your location, don't be afraid to ask. Please share this if you know anyone in the watch area that's might be under the tornado warning potentially. So as these storms continue to move northeast, I think they'll continue to grow in strength a little bit more, but we'll continue to keep an eye on this Devlon tornado. So, again, I would not doubt in the next couple minutes if there's some more threats, I'm sure Wesley is maybe dropping south and going to look at it. But yeah, that is a nice area of rotation right there. So something to keep an eye on. It is going to be rain wrapped 100%. So rain wrapped storms, you will not rain wrapped tornadoes. You will not know there's a tornado until you're in it, until you see the trees moving in front of your house, until you see the trees snapping. And you're like, holy shit! I think there's a tornado outside. That's when you'll know you're in a tornado during a rain wrapped tornado. So if you are in the Minnesota Lake area, Waldorf, Pemberton, get to your safe space, guys. Do not take this lightly. Rain-wrapped tornadoes are nothing to play around with, especially as you get closer to sunset. It's almost 8 o'clock. It's 7:30 right now, so about an hour away. So, ooh, I don't know why. I guess we're in Blue Earth County, but as you can hear, the tornado sirens going off, since this tornado warning is just southwest of me. So let's look here and see how far away this is. So yeah, 26 miles away, but it is in Blue Earth County though. Oh, you can definitely hear the tornado sirens for sure. I haven't heard the tornado sirens go. I haven't heard the tornado sirens go off in quite some time. Oh, here we go. Just cranking. So yeah, if you guys are still in here, tornado between, I should say not a tornado, but rotation between Easton, Devilon, and Minnesota Lake. So this nice broad area of rotation right here, the red and green. So something to keep an eye on. But look at that Waldorf one. Wes should probably look at the Snapchat here. Good Lord, I need to keep an eye on this. That one is tightening up nice, guys. Ooh, a little bit of funnel cloud right there. Save and chat. Save the camera. Roll. All right, guys. Wesley sent us another picture. A little bit of a funnel cloud action happening in that Waldorf Pemberton storm. So we will share this to the computer, and then we will put this right on the live here. So give me 1 second. We'll open this here. And we'll rotate it. And we'll blow it up. So yeah, possible funnel cloud right here, guys. Right there. Bam. So you can see the rain shaft right here, kind of. See the whips of it. See kind of the green kind of lightning of the hail right here, but this is where the rain shaft would be, and this is exactly where the tornado would be located. So it's a nice funnel cloud just between Pemberton and Waldorf, Minnesota. So in southern Minnesota, guys, be keeping an eye out. So there's definitely tightening up right here just west of Waldorf. And again, Wesley just sent us that. Sika and my mom's New Richmond. All right, Chuck, I appreciate that. I'd get them to the basement. I should say, not right now. Just keep them ready. Keep them like just in case something happens. A couple seconds, I can be down in the basement. So we'll keep you updated. But as of right now, that the strongest part of the storm, the strongest rotation is just southwest of Minnesota Lake and just north of Easton. So that is heading northeast at, I'm pretty sure it's still 15 miles an hour. Let's take a look. Ooh, they're picking up speed, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour now. So instead of 15 miles an hour like it was before, they're picking up strength, picking up speed. So now they're moving at 35 miles an hour to the northeast. So two areas. My main area of concern right here is, again, that Minnesota Lake, that eastern rotation for this tornado warning, and then this new area of rotation right here that we've been kind of keeping an eye on, that Wesley sent us pictures of, that's got a possible funnel cloud on it. So this cell right here is a classical supercell, how do I put that? Classical supercell characteristics. You got the hook echo right here, right where I circled that rotation, and then you have the rest of this supercell right here. So classical supercell. I'm on the back deck. Yeah, sirens are just going off here. Heck yeah. Crack a cold one, whatever you got to do. That sounds wonderful. But yeah, I'm waiting for this next area rotation. I'm sorry if Rue, the kitty cat, got in the way there. I'm sure it doesn't really matter as long as you can see the radar. But in Waseca, all right. Well, it's heading that Waldorf one with that wall or that that funnel cloud. I would be keeping an eye on that one. So that one's heading right towards Waseca, and that main area of rotation 2 is kind of also heading towards Waseca. But that one might take more of like a northeast-east turn, and that one might go actually towards New Richland. So you yourself might be looking for one storm, and then your mom in New Richland might be looking at the other storm. So we'll see what they do. It could be mighty interesting how this all comes together. I do want to look back and see where this storm is. See, this is what's going to happen. These little blobs right here will blow up. This one will blow up. This one will blow up. And all just kind of congealed together. So this nice line is still growing in strength. Moving east at 30 miles an hour. Still small hail. So nothing too crazy with that one over here in Mountain Lake. But again, we'll keep an eye on this one in that Waldorf, Minnesota Lake one. So, yep, the rotation's kind of simmering down, to be honest with you. Still a little bit there in that Waldorf one, a little bit. But then that Minnesota Lake, this one right here, is not as red and green. It could be going through another emo phase. It could be like, oh, I can't do this no more. I'm starting to die. And then it just comes back with a vengeance. So, we'll see what happens. It could be cycling again. If you weren't here for what I kind of described what cycling is in a supercell, so basically it'll try to spin up, it'll kind of like go through a phase, and then it'll come together again, and then it'll wrap up, show good signs of rotation, and then it'll kind of die off again, go through a cycle, and then it depends on the atmosphere. It depends on the day. It could only go through one cycle, show a lot of rotation, drop a little bit of brief funnel cloud, a tornado, and then be done for the day. Or it could cycle multiple times, and you can have multiple tornadoes from one cell. So, in this case, I can only see this, cycling one or two times, and then, be like, all right, well, that's about it. It's just gonna, rain and storm now. Rue, you're stepping on my keyboard. All right. So the rotation on these storms are kind of simmering down a little bit, but again, they could be going through a phase. They could be cycling, and we'll see what happens. We'll check back in as the next scan comes in, but I just want to look over here if there's any rotation on these storms, since it is right on that axis. I don't see anything. But yeah, definitely the area of concern would be over here, or any storm that could form ahead of this, like this Wells one right here, right where my mouse is, right here, right where this Wells one is. Excuse me. But I don't see that happening. But yeah, the main area of concern would be that Minnesota Lake one, and then that Pemberton one as well. We'll see what happens with the rotation. It's going to cycle. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You're dang right, it's going to cycle. We just got another picture in. Let's see here. Thank you, Garrett. Good Lord Almighty. Wesley, I'm using every photo you send me guys on this storm. Save and chat. Save the camera roll. Alright, Wesley just sent us another picture, guys. So we'll get that sent right over. We'll post that right on the stream. What is going on here? Oh, I'm trying to save this as my camera roll or as my wallpaper. All right, so Wesley just sent us this. He's still in that Pemberton Waldorf storm. He literally just sent this to me a minute ago. So as you can see here, we still have a nice base to this storm, nice rain shaft, and then you can see here a beautiful updraft right here. So this is where a tornado or funnel cloud would be, right here. Sorry, the dogs like to tango, and I'm making sure they're not tangoing. Right, we're good. All right, so nice base right here, a good updraft. So this is where a funnel cloud or a tornado would come down right here. This is where everything's coming together. As you can see, the warm air. Let's just say this this truck. No, fuck that. Look at the corn, right? Corn sweat. Think of corn sweat. All that moisture rising. And he's been sending me just Snapchats. So however you want to do it, I'm mighty fine with whatever. I do updates for the weather on Snapchat as well. So it's just nothing like, oh, this dude's my friend on Snapchat. So, but yeah. Rotation's kind of simmering down. Looks like it's cycling. There's, just all comes together at one place at the right time. So it is getting awfully dark to the south of me and awfully dark to the west of me. So storms are rolling in, and I can't wait for these suckers to hit, and we can hear some good lightning and thunder. That's what I can't wait for. I always love a good thunderstorm. Alright, when does this tornado warning expire? Let's check that out. Alright, 12 minutes this tornado warning expires. We'll see if they bump up another one here. They still say weather spotters reported a funnel, and that's why they issued this one. But I really don't see anything else. We're just waiting on the next radar scan here. And then we'll see what the next broad area of rotation is. So, again, tornado warning out for the next 12 minutes, guys. I'll be surprised if they continue to issue another one. But if I would be watching anywhere, it'd be northwest of Waldorf and southeast of Pemberton, and then just west of Minnesota Lake, this area right here. So those are my two greatest area of concerns at this given moment. But we'll see what they do with the tornado warning, and yeah, we'll see what happens, especially with this next radar cycle. Radar scan, radar cycle, radar spin, whatever you want to fucking call it. But yeah, I can continuously hear rolls of thunder outside my window. Close range, we'll say that. Close range lightning. That's one of my favorites. Where are you? I am located in Mankato. That's where I'm located at. Just in the old, not North Mankato, but like the old part of Mankato, right on Riverfront almost. That's where I'm at. And then I work at the ethanol plant in Janesville, so that's where I'm at. So, but yeah, definitely in the next 20 minutes, I could definitely see a couple cracks. Man, oh man, I wish I bet I can turn my camera on to go live, but it is awfully dark to the south, guys. Like, it is nighttime out to the south. So, definitely a heck of a storm complex. Yes, sir, right down the road. Not too far, just a wee skippity bop on over. Line just keeps reaching out. So, this whole blob, again, I'll say it multiple times, will just continue to grow and grow upscale. This looks to be another pretty good rain soaker like it was this morning. But again, I really think they will not issue this tornado warning again. I would be very surprised. Just kidding. That Waldorf one is getting wild. Wesley just sent us a picture, too. Ooh, nice wall cloud. You can barely see it on there. Looking towards Mapleton. You see that Waldorf one? Ooh, Chad Grenwald just sent us an old good old Snapchat from Waseca here. Jesus. Good Lord. I gotta say that to chat. All right, so Mr. Grenwald just sent us this video here in Waseca. That is one hell of a view he's got. Oh my goodness. So what you're about to look at, guys, are some wild bases of storms going up right now. Right meow. Alright, we'll open this sucker. We'll do it full screen. Look at that, there's one base right there of one storm going up.
Montana looks worse than here.
And then there's that other complex of storms just to the southwest of him. So we'll go back again. Look at that storm. This is just off to the northeast. Oh my goodness. If I thought it was dark out my house. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, Chad just sent us. That is a mighty fine complex there. Alright, Chad just sent us this one again. Second video from Chad. What did I do with it? There we go. I hit eggs. I hit closed out of it instead of blowing it up. No, I didn't do the right one. Where did it go? Hold on here. Technical glitch. Maybe that is the right one. Alright, give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why I didn't do oh, it only saved. Alright, give me 1 second. It only saved the fucking the first half of it, not the second half. Oh, I saved the wrong part. My bad. That's a technical error for me. Stupid. Alright. We got videos coming in left and right here. So this is from Chad Granwald out in Waseca. And this storm looks angry. You said the sirens are going off there. Man, I exited out of it again. I am fired at this job. Alright, this is just outside of Waseca. That storm is mean looking. I just want to turn down the volume, alright, so it wasn't so ear raping. But yeah, that is a wild complex right there. Storms. Yep, they just issued that tornado warning for Waldorf, heading towards Wilton, and the Waseca area. So Lemon, Meredith, Wilton, Tesco, even the New Richland area, I would keep an eye out, 100%. Alright, let's see here. Tornado warning till 8:30 on that sucker. Wesley just sent us a Snapchat. Alright, it's pretty rain wrapped. Sorry, I'm just answering back Snapchats here. To the state fair. Alright, let's get back to this here. Yes, the velocities do look rowdy, absolutely. Alright, my apologies. Chuck, how's the audio? You can hear me okay? My headphones must be a little southwest of Owatonna, just southwest of Waseca. We'll zoom in here and kind of get a good... So yeah, that greatest area of concern is literally just northwest of Waldorf. Moving... Let's see, how fast is this sucker moving? So it expires in 31 minutes at 8:30. It is moving east at 10 miles an hour. Goodness gracious. All right. Good deal. Glad you can hear me all right. I love it. You can hear the storm just roaring to the south. That's dark. Brandon, Mr. Larson just sent me a Snapchat. I would post it on live, but no disrespect, Brandon. It's not the greatest picture, man. You gotta get You gotta open up your photography skills a little bit, buddy. Yeah, as of right now, if you're in the Wilton, Otesco area, even in the New Richland area, if you're just, this could track east, a little southeast. Who knows where this rotation could end up? So anywhere from Waseca to New Richland, guys, that's where I would be paying attention. Probably heads on right with Otisco. So if you're in Otisco watching this, uh, it's about to get rowdy. I'm telling you. So this I this thing has been rotating for the last half hour, I would say, but they just issued the tornado warning for it. So we'll see what she does. We do have eyes on the storm. We're getting Snapchats. We got people in Waseca. We got people everywhere. Chuck commented, getting rowdy here on the southwest side of Waseca. Yes, it is. Looks like she's pouring. Alright, good thing. Alright, there's that next velocity scan that just came in. Not as strong as rotation. Again, yeah, not a strong rotation with that Waldorf one, but again, it's probably going through a cycle. If you guys weren't here before for my last two explanations of a cycle with supercell, it basically goes through a phase, and then it'll get mean, it'll get rowdy, and then it'll kind of just simmer off, and it'll be like, what the fuck? What's going on? And then it'll come back in like 5 minutes and be like, all right, there's that rotation again. So just give it a few more scans. We'll keep an eye on it. But as of right now, the rotation is very broad, very weak. But this tornado warning does go on for the next 29 minutes until 8:30. So again, we'll continue to keep an eye on it. We will zoom out real quick and give a good view of the rest of it. So we got some good storms rolling in to Mankato, just to the south of us, and then we'll get slammed again with this another line off towards the St. James area. So that's a severe thunderstorm warning. And then again, some of you folks might be at the Hutch Fair. I know some of you. So we just got some rain impeding on the west side of Hutch. Looks to be dying off, though. Dying rain here in Litchfield. But then again, very strong storms down here in the southern part of the state, where that warm front is set up. So 77 degrees at the airport in Waseca and 72 dew points. So a very volatile atmosphere for all this weather going on right now. A lot of rain, a lot of lightning, a lot of thunder. Kind of like it was this morning, guys. Very active morning as it was. I know some of you saw a lot of rain. I know there's been reports of 5, maybe even 9 inches of rain. And then we're cooling off. Dead. I'm good, bud. I ain't pushing for months. Just kidding. I got like 4 more weeks, man. I ain't pushing. I ain't pushing at all. Good luck with that, though. I hope that pit stays running. But yeah, again, just waiting on this. So again, this whole line will just congeal up, and then we'll get another heavy torrential rainfall as like we did this morning. So again, nice, pretty good complex of storms. Look at that cell down there. Alright, we gotta go take a look at this one. Oh, I gotta get on the Des Moines radar. Looks like a pretty good cell down there too. Oh, look at that. They finally moved the tornado threat. So you can see that little green outline right there, kind of with that blue. They moved the tornado threat to this nice big blob of cells that we're monitoring right now. So we'll go back. We'll take a look if there's anything different. Yep, nothing too different with that Waldorf one. A little bit of rotation, but nothing too crazy as it was about 5-10 minutes ago. Expires 24 minutes. Still going till 8:30. Still moving east at 10 miles an hour. Unless it cycles again, or the storms kind of get mixed together. What's going on here? We have another little area of concern, I guess, with this storm right here towards Garden City, Lake Crystal, and Rapidan. Looks like some rotation tightening up a little bit here, right where that red and green meets. So we'll see what happens. Could just be heavy downpours or some hail, but we'll see what happens. Because we got some high winds right here. Just some 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts here by LaSalle, Dulfer, St. James. So that's moving northeast towards the Judson area as well. But yeah, that red and green area just northeast of Garden City, that's something to definitely keep an eye on. Yeah, we'll just keep the screen pulled up like that, just so we can keep a good eye on both of them there. So yeah, again, up towards Litchfield, that's just weak rain, and then as obviously you get closer south with that warmer air and all that humidity, the storms get stronger. So I wonder if that Garden City one will get a severe thunderstorm warning on it or not, because that's a pretty strong storm. So again, that's just to the south of us. That is a pretty good storm there. So it doesn't really look like a whole lot of lightning in that. At least not on this radar scan. So as the tornado threat diminishes, guys, we probably won't be on live too much longer. I just wanted to go live for the tornado warnings, keep everyone aware, keep everyone safe. I know the news doesn't really do a good job of that at all. So just want to keep everyone well weather aware. Just as these tornadoes in southeast of Pemberton, or if this one just north of Garden City is actually rotation, or if it's just a hail core. It's very hard to tell, but wherever red and green meet, you want to keep an eye on it. It could be three things. Could be a rotation, could be hail, or it could be just a heavy, heavy downpour. Come on, give me another radar scan. So yeah, I don't think they will reissue that tornado warning for the Waldorf area unless something magical happens in the next 15 minutes. Oh, there's a radar scan. Come on. I wish this updated every minute, not every 5 minutes. Yep, that was not rotation at all on that Garden City one. It was just, I guess, a radar blip. So just some heavy rain coming. And that Waldorf one really looks to be not rotation anymore on that. So I would not doubt if they let that tornado warning expire and not reissue that. Unless some way, somehow, these storms can reconfigure and get their act together. But again, these storms are just to the south. I mean, I could feel the cool air from the rain already. And it hasn't even rained yet. So, if you're just joining in, just there's one last tornado warning left in Waldorf, just southwest of Waseca. Doesn't really look like too much rotation on it anymore. But then we got this nice big line of storms coming over here just west of Mankato. That line does go all the way up to Litchfield in the central part of the state, but it's very weak. Very light rains up there, but then as you get closer to the Iowa-Minnesota border, the storms are very strong, much stronger than the ones in central Minnesota. So please like, subscribe, comment, Don't be afraid to share this if you know anyone in this viewing area. I want to keep everyone safe tonight. But I do think the tornado threat is pretty much over with. We're just cresting into the sunset hours, and that really cuts off the tornado threat. So you really need that daytime heating. You really need that sun to come out and heat up the surface to create those robust updrafts and create those monstrous storms that create tornadoes. So again, as soon as you cross over that sunset, ooh, here comes the wind. Yep, just got the downdraft winds here in Mankato. My trees are certainly whipping. I can feel the wind just hauling through the office right now. So it's cooling off quite a bit already, guys. So again, the rain's just coming into Mankato. I can feel it. It's not raining quite yet, but I can feel the downdraft winds. So definitely going to be a good storm. I'm ready for it. But again, if that tornado warning does not continue to go, if there's no more rotation in the storms, I'll probably be turning the live off. So again, I just wanted to be live, keep everyone safe during the tornado warnings. Since the news stations, it's 8:12. Why isn't this next radar scan out? Ooh, that wind is picking up gnarly. Feels amazing. All right, come on here. All right, well, the reflectivity on the left-hand side updated to 812. That's accurate, but we're still waiting on the velocity one, and so we'll see how that interacts with everything. Oh, there's the next new radar reflectivity. So I mean, there's a little bit of broad rotation still on this. Something to keep an eye on. So you have this kind of bright green right here. Then you just have a little bit, and I mean a tiny bit, of like color difference right here. So something to kind of keep an eye on. Nothing too concerning at all. But yeah. But it's, again, as soon as that one expires, we'll probably call it quits. I need some food. I need to decompress a little bit from today. You spend some time with the wife. You go sit in some AC. You know, the good stuff after a long, hard day. You guys are like, it's Sunday. It's the weekend, dude. Nah, brah. Only for some people. But again, yeah, just waiting for the next 5 minutes for the next radar scan, guys. Other than that, just some good lightning, good wind, maybe some 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts hidden in some of these storms. Good lightning, good heavy rains. I feel bad for my poor coworkers at work. I hope the power isn't going out again. I hope it's not going out, and if it does, you better have it all tidied up by the time I get back in the morning. But again, if you're just joining in, or if you're still here, those winds outside, man, it feels like fall. I could go sleep out there in a hammock right now. Man, it feels nice. It feels good. You know what I'm saying? Feels nice. After sweating dick all day, it feels nice to cool off. Jump in a lake, you know, or a river. Or off a cliff. However you want to cool off, you know. Whatever your cup of tea is. Alright. So the next radar scan that comes out will be 8:17 for the velocity. So we'll just, we got 2 more minutes for the next scan. Other than that, we're just pretty much hanging out, guys. Just hanging out. I mean, it's not really a hook. It's got all the wrong characteristics about it. At least on reflectivity here. If it was flipped 180 degrees, maybe. But I just see some high winds. So definitely some good downdraft winds right there. What is that pegging at? 60 mile an hour. So that's just breaking severe thunderstorm warning criteria. So I would not doubt if the National Weather Service out of Chanhassen issues a severe thunderstorm warning for the Lake Crystal Mankato area in the next 10 minutes or so. Yo, Mr. Matheson, what is going on, bud? I hope you're doing good. Hope you had a good weekend. It certainly was a warm one. We're just keeping an eye on the storm here, just west of Mankato. If you are curious, not sure if you're back at home or not, but we'll just pan out here. Just some weak rain moving through. Yeah, it's pretty much dying in the Darwin area. But then as you obviously get closer to the south, these storms are much stronger down here in the southern part of Minnesota. So, and then again, nice little frontal, little frontal action here. Some storms, but not too crazy. Again, just some more torrential rainfall. Won't leave right away, but we'll probably dwindle this live stream down. It certainly looks like the tornado threat has diminished. Again, the only severe threat we're looking at right now is heavy rainfall, flash flooding, a little bit of hail and some wind, and that's about it. Frequent lightning, some good cracks of thunder, but that's pretty much it for the rest of the night. If they continue to live and mature on, that's what you can expect. But some of the models did show that storms would die after a while, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, welcome in. If you're just joining, they just took away the tornado warning down here in the Waldorf area. Not as much rotation anymore. It's pretty much all clustered up now. As you kind of see here, it's kind of like a dry slot, almost like it's dying back here behind everything. But we do have this main line coming in that is moving off to the east at about 30 miles an hour. So we'll see that after we get this line right here that's just entering the Highway 14 corridor right now, and then we'll have that other storm that's coming from the west that is more north to south, linear mode that it is west to east. So we'll see what happens. Otherwise, like I said, we'll be dwindling this live down. Like I said, no more tornado threats. I like to be live for tornado warnings to keep everyone safe, keep everyone weather aware. Again, I've been told from multiple people that I've beat the news media outlets multiple times for tornado warnings. So as soon as I heard that, I was like, well, man, 10 minutes could mean even 5 minutes could mean someone's life in a tornado warning. So I want to be that difference. So if I can make some people safe, make someone safe, that's all that matters. So I do appreciate you guys watching. We'll probably end this here. I'm going to go eat some food. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you next time at the next live. I'm sure severe weather season is not over, but we are definitely getting towards the end. So yeah, if you're just joining, we're probably pretty much cutting this live off. The tornado warnings, the tornado threat is pretty much over. Right now, we're just looking at torrential rainfalls, some hail, wind, and then frequent lightning. Some good cracks of thunder, but that's pretty much all. We'll just hit play real quick, kind of show you what the motion of the ocean is tonight. Some of the storms are moving north. The other storms are moving northeast.